Hi, my name is Ruben, but my friends call me Ruby. All my life I struggled to do creative work, which is something that I always put off, mostly because I was afraid to start. I recently turned 40 and looking back, I really think, wow, what a waste of time. Is it too late for me to get started? But I decided not to listen to myself and really go for it this time. So maybe this is my midlife crisis, but that's a midlife crisis I can get behind. My plan is to just do creative stuff, no strings attached. My focus right now will be on illustration, design, writing, and maybe just trying out stuff that I always wanted to. I also thought it would be a good idea to document this side quest now that it's finally happening, I hope. By filming all this, it will just help me be accountable to myself and also to everyone who's watching. Not that this will be on you, but I know that if you're watching, maybe I'll feel a little bad when I don't want to do things. So I think this will help me to just sit down and do something, even when inspiration doesn't strike or I'm just being too lazy to start. And who knows, maybe it will help other people with the same problem as me. So a little bit about myself and my background and why I never pursued any creative work outside of my job. I was born and raised in Lisbon, Portugal. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me to this place by the train station. They just sold comic books. And we would basically go there every weekend, sometimes during the week. That really influenced me to turn to illustration. I really love to draw lots of superheroes, also lots of Dragon Ball Z, which was my favorite. And that kind of pushed me to pursue arts in school. I ended up going to art school and I really got into a lot of different stuff like design, video production, animation, photography, sound engineering. And eventually when that was over, I kind of turned my focus to sound engineering. At that time, I kind of stopped doing illustration, but I always missed it. And then I kind of wanted to play in bands. That's where the sound engineering came. I wanted to be the guy who recorded all the bands, had a studio that people could go and hang out. But eventually I realized that sound engineering was not really for me. I was learning a lot about music production, but I never did anything significant with it. I really was too judgmental with my own work. But I still felt stuck in my creativity. I wanted to do more, but I didn't know what really made me happy creatively. But then something happened that kind of changed my life. My girlfriend won an internship in Berlin and we just decided to pack up and go. Things were a bit rocky at first. Germany was a hard change for me, my personality. I got there and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to pursue music, try to DJ, and maybe I could make a living out of it. I really thought I could make it work without speaking German or even knowing anyone in Berlin. And I tried for a while, but it was really hard. So eventually I had to move on and be useful. That first year was really tough to find a job. And even when I found a job, I never felt like I belonged anywhere. I always felt like I was an outsider. It was my first time being an immigrant and I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't have the safety net I had back home, my family, my friends. And I kind of felt my extrovert days were over. By the way, at the end of the video, I have some recommendations of stuff that I'm into at the moment. So if you want, stick around to see what they are. And if it's too early to subscribe, just keep watching. So after a few years, life started to stabilize. I had a more steady job and I wanted to look for something more fulfilling, something that adapted better to my lifestyle. So why not return to illustration? I had a lot of illustrator friends. My girlfriend was a great illustrator, still is. So I really got inspired by them to kind of do the same. And I really got more into animation because of my job, so I wanted to pursue that. But I forgot everything that I ever knew about illustration, and I was really afraid to put pencil to paper. So in order to not throw illustration out again, I decided to focus on something else, just so I wouldn't overwhelm myself. And animation kind of led me to storytelling, so I decided to start writing stories. I did a lot of creative writing in school, but it wasn't just something that I wanted to pursue at the time. And before this, I never really thought my ideas were that original. But maybe that part of my brain had just finished developing or something. I still had a lot of influences, but I felt like I found my voice in storytelling. So I started dumping a lot of ideas on my phone, but I never really focused on doing just one and finishing it. Which was not bad, because I kind of had like 7 or 8 good ideas that I really liked that I could just pick up at any time to do something with it. But I never really picked any of them to do anything with it. And then another big life change. I got an opportunity to go to New York through my job. So the kid who was afraid to leave Portugal was now going to the best city in the world. So me and my girlfriend got married, and we moved across the ocean. And it was a completely different experience than Berlin for me. I really felt more at home in New York. There was no language barrier, and I even quit smoking. I still wanted to do creative work, but I'd kind of spend the next 2 years just enjoying New York, focusing on my new job, and just living life. But then after those 2 years, COVID happened. Everything went dark in the world and in my mind too. So at that time I was just trying to work on myself, on my mind, and trying to be happy in these weird times. Quarantine eventually ended. I even quit drinking alcohol. And that's how we got here. Me finally taking charge of something I wanted to do my whole life. I was always inspired by seeing artists on YouTube, seeing their work, seeing their life. And it was probably the best time for me to do this because of the rise of AI and AI slop everywhere. I really wanted to spend less time looking at screens and spend more time with real materials. But even doing digital art, I just don't want a machine to do art for me. Where's the joy in that? So I'm ready to get back to it, use all the things I learned throughout the years, and just do bad stuff until I like what I'm doing. Because I want to be less hard on myself when I'm creating. I'm also really out of shape, but I'll spare you all the workout videos. But maybe I can do some live streaming on my stationary bike while I play video games. So expect to see lots of bike riding, my dog Alba, going to shows, going to art exhibitions, getting new tattoos, but most importantly, expect a lot of attempts at trying to create. And also the struggle, me feeling like I can't do it, being distracted, being on my phone for too long, finding excuses not to do something. I'm not really interested in curating this and making myself look good, but I want to keep it as raw as possible. More like a documentary vlog style. I want to spend time doing stuff. I'm just trying to live life and feel happy and fulfilled with how I spend my time. If you've made it this far, welcome to the first edition, I guess, of Ruby's Picks. I'm not sure this is the name for it, but I also don't know what to call it. So I have been watching the Predator movie series. I saw the movie Predator Badlands in theaters recently, and I thought it was really awesome. Really liked it. So I just kind of went back and watched all of them, and most of them are not good. So in case you don't want to watch all of them, these are the ones I recommend. First Predator for sure, it's really good. And then Predator 2, it's a little goofy, but I think you can watch it. But you can skip most of these. You should watch Predators from 2010, but for sure the new iterations, Prey, Killer of Killers, which is the animated one. And if you can, watch Badlands. I really liked it. I also just finished the comic book series by Jeff Lemire, Descender, and also its sequel, Ascender. So this is like a really cool sci-fi book series. It's weird. The first part is weird, the second part is weirder. I'm not gonna say much because I don't want to spoil anything, but the visuals are beautiful. If you can, you should read these, you know, maybe go to your local library, or if you can afford it, be a patron of your local bookstore. Don't use Amazon. I also got this record from the band Spy. It's one of my favorite bands, like a punk rock kind of vibe. Unfortunately, I've never seen them, but this record is really cool. Seen enough. It's really short, it's just one side, but it's amazing. And I also got this book from the ceramicist Madalena Suarez. You know, I just love ceramics. I've been really into ceramics lately, and this book is just like super cool. It has like a lot of her work. It has a lot of biography as well, but I haven't gone through it. But it's for sure something that I'm really into. And if you can check out her work, it's really awesome. Thank you for watching. See you soon.